to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Cowboys going up against the Saints. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the 2 men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And McCaffrey taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Cowboys.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And a cut. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 66 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that. You're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game. No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. And it's third down. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, this one's high, but not very far. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
He's got a man complete. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Eric Ebron, 94 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Out onto the field comes New Orleans, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short. And now the defense for Dallas.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route trade, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
It's caught left side by Cooks. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. And McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd down and 4. Defense showing blitz. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Prescott from the gun on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Taking it about the 16. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver, 83 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Corey Grant with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Left side and caught by Flainer. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just got to find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 92 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going to look to throw. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now they try the right side here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Whoosh.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now the Hall of Famer Dorsett looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Only a yard on the pickup there and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy that has some precision in throwing the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of time. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Prescott now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On third down, Elliott. And he's got room. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing him the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
He finds his target, Terrence Williams. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Play fake here on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They come out here in the eye. They run to the fullback Smith. Oh, he pulls over him. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers. Get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. 2nd and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back to get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Yeah, went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
On play action, they'll throw. It's complete. Flater, right side. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's Hill, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Off play action, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Trying to shake up, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. And he's able to put it through. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll come out in the pistol. And the play clock's running down. They'll run it with Tony D. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Prescott now on 2nd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Come on, let's go.
On play action, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. On the give, this is their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they're definitely showing blitz here. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. And on the ground they go with a running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be the 9th play on this drive. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight his... And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. back to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Julius Thomas from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 60 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They come out here in the eye. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. In motion left, the tight end. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.